Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody! Switching things up a little bit, and we are doing a new environment this week. It is Scrapnik Island with this fantastic, old-timey movie poster comic cover for the back. That's just fantastic. I love it so much. Created by Copper Otter, formerly known as Bakakun. It's a place inhabited by, robots, and they're recycling stuff to, keep themselves going. Most of them are not our friends, but maybe some of them will. Our villain for today is going to be Estrangular, because it's Night Snake Week on the letters page. And he'll be fighting a new variant for Stuntman that I made, called Chasian Stuntman. Magnificent Mara 1929, the Astonishing Johnny Rocket, and a new variant for Adora. This is Warrior Adora. So, here we go. He starts off with Contraband APC and 2 minions. If Rico OMM is reduced to 0 or fewer HP, we lose. Activate the man on villain cards. Start of the villain turn. If 4 or more minions are in the villain trash, we get Ancient Serpent Armband that flips him. End of the villain turn. Each villain target regains a hit point and play the top card of the villain deck. Okay, here goes nothing. Sacrificial Dagger. It's not going to be doing anything important right now. Alright, they all heal one, but they're at full, so we play another card. More Poachers. The APC hits the 2 highest for 3 each. That is Adora and Johnny Rocket. The Poachers hit the lowest for 2. That's Magnificent Mara. Toro Rocco deals a non-villain target with the highest HP 3 melee damage. That is Adora. End of the villain turn. The villain target with the highest HP, that's Rico. Deals a hero target with the second highest HP 2 melee damage. That is Stuntman. And the Poachers hit the lowest again, and that is still Magnificent Mara. We got our work cut out for us. Let's go ahead and start with Dramatic Cliffhanger. His power is Call the Shots. Another player uses a power. This power was used outside of your turn, draw a card, or play an ongoing or equipment card. The only power that's usable is Adora's. Her power is Combat Training. Play a one-shot, activate any sword effects on that card in addition to any crystal effects. Well, I don't have any with the symbols. We're going to do Brief Recovery. Sword of Protection is not in play. She heals 2 and draws 2 cards. Draw a card. I think Mara will start with a Mesmer Pendant on the APC. Does anybody have a relic? Adora might have relics. Oh, no relics to deal with. She will draw 2 cards. Johnny Rocket, Fast Footwork. Draw 2 cards. Picking Up Speed, which plays Picking Up Speed, which plays Rapid Retrieval. Let's do that on Stuntman. You can grab his coat, draw a card. Then I can play a card. Yeah, Supersonic Surge. Destroy a momentum, increases damage by 1. I will draw a card, because then I can play a card off of the other Rapid Retrieval and do Interstate Charge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from Interstate Charge, 8. He will take out Rocco. Destroy a momentum. And then Power, play the top card of his trash. It's Interstate Charge again, so that's 9, 10. Let's hit Rico with that. Don't want to kill him, but that should be good for now. Destroy momentum and bury that card. Draw a card. Johnny Rocket coming out of the gate like a whirlwind. Adora will start with Enchanted Form. End of her turn, she regains 2 HP and she gets +1 damage dealt. Power, let's do Combat Training and play Brief Recovery again. Heal 2, draw 2, draw a card, and she heals back to full. Amazing. So Scrapnik Island begins with Mind Over Metal. When this card is played, discard the top card of each deck, then play the top card of the environment deck and destroy this card. Not a minion, unfortunately. Play another card. Egg-cinerator. When this card is played, destroy all environment cards other than this card. Put all cards from the environment trash underneath this card. Well, goodbye, Mind Over Metal. The start of the environment turn, the environment deals each target X fire damage, where X is the number of cards underneath this card, then destroy this card. I think we can take 2 fire damage. That's not too bad. We have other things to deal with right now. Then Dramatic Cliffhanger goes off. He will draw a card. He will... I think I'll play Lance Flammies and use that as his power, because he can take out both Poachers, hit the dagger for 2, and might as well hit the Egg-cinerator, because I got the extra damage. Alright, Rico plays Treacherous Ambush, deals 3 projectile damage to the hero target with the lowest HP. All villain targets regain 3 HP. That is still Magnificent Mara. End of turn, he heals 1 and plays Disgusting Leer. Here with the most cards in play, cannot use powers till start the next villain turn. That is Stuntman, unfortunately. APC deals the 2 non-hero targets with the highest HP, 3 projectile damage each. That is Rico and itself. And then the villain target with the highest HP, still Rico. It's the hero target with the second highest. That'll be Stuntman, who takes 1. Cool. Stuntman will do Violent Escalation. Damage, damage, damage. Have the knife hit him for nothing, and then hit it for 3 and draw a card. Let's see, she didn't get a relic discarded, neither did Adora. Need to keep track of them, because her power can care about that. Start of turn, the Mesmer Pendant goes away. I'm going to put Mystical Enhancement on the Lance Flammies. That would be amazing. And then I'm going to use her power to put the Mesmer Pendant back on top of her deck and draw a card. Okay, fast footwork, draw 2 cards. Off of that I will play short-term solution. Let's take one of those cards from under the incinerator and put it back underneath the top card of the environment deck. Power, let's play the top card of his deck. Deal target 1 melee damage, that'll take out the dagger. I think I'm good on dealing more damage. Bury that card, draw a card. I will play Astral Edge. I'll give her another power to use, but I finally have a one-shot with symbols on it, so let's go ahead and play that. Insight Union. Reveal the top card of each hero deck, put a card revealed this way into play, and replace the others. I'm going to play Light Hope off of that. So the first time Adora is dealt damage each turn, you may draw a card. If you do, this card deals itself 2 energy damage. And then the sword text is choose a target. Adora and up to 2 other heroes deal that target 1 radiant damage and regain a hit point each. That will be Stuntman and Magnificent Mara. Let's all hit Rico, because let's see, Adora's going to hit him for 2, and then Mara hits him for 1, and Stuntman hits him for 1, and they all heal 1. And she's at full. Awesome. Draw a card, and she's still at full HP. Ooh, there's another one. Okay, everybody take 1 fire damage, then destroy that card. Adora will draw a card. Light Hope hits itself for 1. Stuntman soaks it. Destroy that card. Scrapnik Island plays Mind Over Metal again. Okay. Darn, that was not a minion, unfortunately. And all those cards we just looked at go into the trash. Play top card of the environment deck. It is Scrapnik's, a Badnik, and a device. Destroy Mind Over Metal. At the end of the environment turn, and this is how all the Badniks work, put a random card from the environment trash onto this card. If no card was placed underneath this card, discard the top card of the environment deck. So we do that, and then at the end of the environment turn, this card deals the X lowest HP targets other than Scrapnik's 2 melee damage, where X is the number of cards in this card plus 1. So the 2 lowest is Light Hope and Rico. Whoops. We need to make sure he doesn't die. When the Strangler comes out, we'll be in good position, but right now, we're kind of doing too good. Speaking of Rico, Stuntman can use powers again, and he plays Treacherous Ambush. Hero target with lowest is Light Hope. Well, each villain target gains 3 HP. Good. Keep healing, mister. He heals again, and plays Rapid Escalation. Shuffle the villain trash back into the villain deck. Play the top 2 cards of the villain deck. You dick. I didn't realize he could do that. Poachers and Deadly Persistence. Whenever a villain target is destroyed, Rico Omen deals each hero target 1 projectile damage. Okay, we can deal with that. Okay, the APC hits Adora, and Stuntman takes 2. Poachers hit the lowest, which is still Magnificent Mara. Okay, cool. Stuntman's gonna coup Vexal. Poachers for 2. I'm just gonna go ahead and use Lance Flammies. What the heck, we can take a damage. Stuntman soaks it, and he will also hit the Scrapniks with that. Draw a card. Mara's gonna play Smoke and Mirrors and draw 2 cards. Johnny Rocket will zigzag wind up, take out the Scrapniks. Not going to bother hitting anything else. And with his power, he'll play another zigzag wind up off the top of his trash and deal no damage with it and draw a card. Because I remember we want the APC, it will help us kill the bad guy. Once he flips, that is. Adora will bring down. I'm not playing it with her power because I don't need to deal a target 5 melee damage. Destroy an ongoing card. Let's get rid of Deadly Persistence. She draws a card. Alright, with her power, let's go ahead and play Sword Summoning. Search the deck for the Sword of Protection. I will put it in my hand. We draw a card and we play a card. Let's play Frontline Tactics. Reduce damage dealt to Adora by 1. And if you turn, 1 hero may use a power. If they do, Adora deals herself 2 psychic damage. That'll get really disgusting when we actually get to a spot where we want to use a lot of powers, because give that to Stuntman, he gives out another power to somebody else, and he gets to play a card. But for now, draw a card, and she heals 2, and I'm going to let Magnificent Mara draw a card for 1 damage to herself. Scrapnik Island plays Mecha Knuckles. Now I want to know, is this a robot that looks like Knuckles, or is this like an alternate universe where Knuckles has been roboticized? In the environment turn, he eats something out of the trash, and then he hits the second highest HP target other than himself for X melee damage, where X is the number of cards underneath this card plus 1. So that's 2. Highest is Adora. I guess he will hit Stuntman for 1. Rico plays Disgusting Leer. Most cards in play is Johnny Rocket. He cannot use powers. Cool. End of turn, he heals 1 and plays Resilient Spirit. First time Rico Omen would be dealt damage each turn, redirect that damage to the lowest HP non-villain target. Okay. That's fine. We can beat on Knuckles for a while. The APC hits Adora for 2 and Johnny Rocket. Stuntman will play Moving Target, then hit Mecha Knuckles for 3 and draw a card. Glimpse of Things to Come. It's another ongoing card. Darn it. Draw a card. I'm going to play Calpack of Mysteries. Let's go ahead and use the Calpack. Stuntman's going to go ahead and play this training montage. Hit himself for 1. Draw 3 cards. I'm actually going to play Coot Coot off of that. Destroy that card and draw a card. Johnny Rocket will play Sonic Shattering, destroy momentum, hit Mecha Knuckles for 5, draw a card. Adora plays Powerful Intimidation. Select up to 3 villain targets. Till the end of your next turn, reduce damage dealt by those targets by 2. There's only 2, so we will go ahead and do that. Power, Astral Edge. She will take out Mecha Knuckles, draw a card, and heal 2. And nobody really needs to use a power. Actually, no. Mara, put the Cal Pack back on top of your deck for self-damage. Scrapnik Island plays Mechasonic. Same question. Kind of terrifying to behold. In the environment turn, Mechasonic deals the X other targets with the highest HP 2 sonic damage, where X number of cards in this card plus 1. So, he eats a card out of the trash. That is Adora, who takes 1, and Stuntman, who takes 2 because of Koot. Rico plays Viper's Venom. The first time any villain target deals damage each turn, increase it by 2 and change its type to Toxic. Oof. End of turn, he heals 1, and plays another Treacherous Ambush. Oh my god. So this becomes 3 toxic damage with the -2 canceling out the +2. Lowest is Magnificent Mara. She will smoke and mirrors. The villain target regains 3 HP. The APC hits the 2 highest for 1. That is Adora, who soaks it, and Johnny Rocket, who can use powers again. Speaking of which, I wish that it hit Stuntman because it would have set off moving target. Start of turn, I will destroy Koot and draw a card. Training montage again. Take a damage, draw 3 cards, steal the scene. Where's all my freaking ongoing destruction? Power, Lance Flammies. Actually, can't hit Rico. Hit Mechasonic for 3, draw a card. Start of Mara's turn, steal the scene. Hit Mechasonic for 2. He'll let Adora use a power. Hit Mechasonic for 2. Try and hit Rico, that gets redirected to the APC. And since he used it out of turn, he will play the Pistolet. Destroy that card. Mara is going to play Abracadabra. And then Power, we're going to let Adora play the Sword of Protection. So she becomes She-Ra. Warrior She-Ra's power is Heavy Armor. Reduce damage dealt to Adora by 1 till the end of your next turn. Discard a card. There is a reason I want to use this. Draw a card. Johnny Rocket will play Picking Up Speed. Let's use that on Mara. What's she got? Let's grab a Wand of Banishment. Shuffle. Draw. Power. Sonic Shattering. Drop a Momentum to take out Mechasonic. He literally just shattered Sonic. That's amazing. Bury that card. Draw a card. Adora plays Flash of Endurance. Redirect all damage dealt to hero targets to Adora. At the start of your turn, destroy this card. So now she has 2 more damage reduction. And then we use her power to give her a further damage reduction. Discard a card. Draw a card. Back to Scrapnik Island. Effective straight when this card is played, play the top card of the environment deck. First time each turn an environment target is destroyed, each player either discards a card or the environment deals each target in their play area 2 melee damage. Off of that, we get Reassimilation Program. Start of the environment turn, destroy an equipment or a device card. End of the environment turn, shuffle the environment trash, put a random device from it into place. So if you use this to kill the environment devices, it's very likely that they will end up just coming back. So we get the Spring-Locked Shoes. When this card enters play, put it next to a hero. Start of that player's turn, they must choose either play, power, or draw a phase, and skip that chosen phase during their turn. Start of the environment turn, the environment may deal the target next to this card 4 melee damage. If damage was dealt this way, destroy this card. So I'm going to put that on Mara. She can skip her power phase and not lose out on a whole lot. Minuses are gone, but that's okay because Rico is dealing -4 damage essentially. Speaking of Rico, fueled by anger, increased damage dealt by villain targets by 1. He's trying. End of turn, they both heal 1, and he plays a minion, finally, Lariat Espinoza. We are going to jump on him and he will wish he was never born. The APC hits Adora and Johnny Rocket, which gets redirected. Actually, the very first one is, because it's 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Adora actually takes 2, and then she heals 1. And he doesn't go off till the start of the villain turn. Okay, Lariat. Larry, you're about to wish you would never come out. Usual solution. Deal target 2 melee damage. I'm going to destroy Resilient Spirit so we can hurt Rico a little bit. And hit Lariat and hit Rico. Power, Lance Flammies. Drop Lariat and hit Rico for 3 and draw a card. And now nobody else gets to do anything. Oh wait, I can also hit the Spring-Locked Shoes with that. That's a good idea. Although, we can leave that out and just let it get destroyed. Alright, I'm going to mix it up. Let's destroy Defective Stray. Reveal the top 2 cards of the environment deck. Scrapniks and more Spring-Locked Shoes. Well, okay, we're going to take the Spring-Locked Shoes again, and there's nothing that says you can't put it next to the same hero, so we will put it next to Mara, and there's nothing that says you have to pick a different phase to skip, so she still just skips her power phase. Draw a card. Johnny Rocket picking up speed into short-term solution. Throw Viper's Venom onto the top card of the villain deck. Then you can play a card. Play Supersonic Surge, destroy momentum, and draw a card. And then with his power, I'm going to do the same thing. Bury that, and draw 1 more card. Okay, start a turn, destroy that card. So you see now, a bit of why I was keeping Adora on Adora. I think, though, I might actually continue to do this. I'm going to play another copy of Astral Edge. Power. Let's take out those spring-locked shoes. Draw a card. Okay, start of turn, destroy device. That means there's a good chance we won't have both of them. And the environment plays E117 Sigma. I think this is the one that's our friend. End of turn, we get a random device. It's Scrapnik's. Sigma eats a card, and then the X targets the lowest HP regain 2 HP. So, not exactly hero-centric, but it'll help us a little bit. The 2 targets the lowest HP are actually both the environment targets, so never mind. And then the Scrapniks hit the 2 targets the lowest HP, which is Sigma and the APC. Don't want them hitting Rico. Speaking of Rico, he plays more poachers. Oh good, they're gonna die. End of turn, he heals, plays, alright, Viper's Venom again. The APC hits Adora for 5, reduced to 4, and she heals 1, and then hits Johnny Rocket for 3. Poachers hit the lowest. Guess who? It's still Magnificent Mara. Stuntman will play Steal the Scene. Power, let's do Lance Flammies. Hit a couple of things. Draw a card. Start a Magnificent Mara's turn. Steal the Scene. Drop the Scrapniks. And then I'm going to use his base power. We'll let Johnny Rocket use his power, picking up speed, which lets him play Short-Term Solution. I'm going to throw Viper's Venom under the top card of the villain deck again. It's actually slowing us down, but it's also helping a little bit. Then he can play a card, and he won't. Because I use that out of turn, he can play an ongoing card, no time to bleed, destroy, steal the scene. Looking for this, Stuntman will return moving target to his hand and pull Dramatic Cliffhanger out of his trash. And then with her power, I think she's just going to draw 2. Johnny Rocket will free-for-all and take out the poachers. 1 to go, destroy momentum. And then with his power, I guess he plays free-for-all again. We'll hit Rico with that. Destroy momentum and bury free-for-all. Draw a card. Adora will sword summon. Sword is already out, so I just draw a card and play a card. Ooh, Healing Luminance, that'll be nice. When Adora would be incapacitated, restore to 5 HP and destroy this card instead. Start at your turn, up to 3 hero targets other than Adora regain a hit point each. With her power, I'm gonna use her base power, discard a card, draw a card, redirect those 3 damage hits. Start of turn, destroy an equipment card or a device card. I actually don't want to do in medias res. That's interesting. We need Rico to play cards. Yeah, we'll destroy Sigma. Sorry, buddy. The environment plays Shunted Wreckage. At the start of the environment turn, a player may either discard 3 cards or destroy 3 cards they control. Wow, that's a lot of cards. If any cards enter their trash this way, destroy this card. Whenever a card enters a trash, the environment deals the highest HP target in that play area 1 melee damage. Oh, that's interesting. End of turn, random device. It's Spring-Locked Shoes again. You know where that's going. Oh, and that means it gets to hit them for 1 each time. Alright, Rico plays the last minion we needed. I am intentionally not doing Dramatic Cliffhanger, by the way. And if turn he does some healing, he plays, what is it, Viper's Venom again? Yes, Viper's Venom. The APC deals 5 toxic damage to Adora, who takes 3 and heals 1. And then it hits Stuntman for 3, and I redirect that to Adora, who takes 1, and of course, moving target is not out, so he can't do anything with it. Oh, and actually, those were both increased by 1. Hired Mercs. This card deals the 2 heroes the most cards in hand, 2 projectile damage each. So that is Stuntman and Mara. Adora will soak 1 for Mara. Stuntman can take 2 and hit them back for 1. Stuntman will training montage. Take a damage, draw 3 cards. Play Steal the Scene, I guess. Power, Lance Flammies. Hit the Mercs for 3. Hit Rico for 3. Draw a card. Start of Mara's turn, he's going to take out the Mercs. The environment hits the Contraband APC for 1. Alright, it would have hit him, but he soaks it. And then he can use a power. I'm going to use his base power. He will let Magnificent Mara use a power to play the Calpac of Mysteries. And then he can play L'Embuscade. Destroy that card. Environment hits him for nothing. Mara's going to do Looking for This again. Throw a card back in Johnny Rocket's hand. He'll play Short-Term Solution. Get rid of Viper's Venom yet again. Fun. She skips her power phase and draws a card. Johnny Rocket is going to do Short-Term Solution again with Fueled by Anger. Good luck getting those back, chump. I need some environment destruction, though. This is rough. He'll use his base power, play Picking Up Speed. I'm not going to play anything off of it. Draw a card. We'll start off Adora's turn. She will heal Mara and Johnny Rocket. Adora will do Flash of Endurance again. We're going to do the same thing. Build her up to 4 damage reduction with her base power. Discard a card. Draw a card. Okay, start of turn, we have to destroy an equipment card, unfortunately. The Pistolet, I'm not using that. The player may either discard 3 cards or destroy 3 cards to get rid of that. Yeah, Stuntman will discard 3 cards, takes no damage, destroy that card. And of course, Adora took no damage when she discarded a card. The environment plays Unstable Barrage. When this card enters play, the environment deals each target 3 projectile damage, then destroy this card. Well, that's cool. It just hits the villain targets, because Adora soaks it for everybody else. Destroy that, and we get a random device. It's more spring-locked shoes. Oh wait, there's spring-locked shoes, right. Those took some damage. Okay, those go up on Mara, and we're good. Start of turn. Rico Homem summons Ancient Serpent Armband. It's Carter's play. He flips. He regains 20 HP. Awesome. Activate snake icons on villain cards. Whenever he destroys a target, he regains 3 HP. Start of the villain turn. If the armband is not in play, he flips back. End of the villain turn, he deals some damage. Reduce all damage other than melee and projectile dealt to a Strangular by 2. A little rough. Start of their turn, the hero may discard their entire hand and destroy this card. Well, I don't think so. Alright, cool. He plays a card. Treacherous Ambush. Strangular deals 2 of your target's lowest HP, 2 toxic damage. Play top card of the villain deck. Adora soaks it. Call to Arms. Move all minions from the villain trash into play. Oh, that's great, because they're going to help us. Poachers and Lariat and Poachers and Hired Mercs. Oh my. The minion with the lowest HP deals a Strangular 2 projectile damage. Thanks. Oh, and when that last guy shows up, we will Embuscade and hit Strangular for 5. End of turn, he deals each other target 1 melee damage, and the hero target with the highest, 2 melee and 2 infernal damage. So the heroes take no damage, all of these take 1, including the spring-locked shoes. Wonder what he has against shoes. APC, oh that's right, the APC takes 2 extra damage from him. Hits a Strangular for 4, the Poachers hit a Strangular for 2, Lariat is reducing damage the Strangular deals. That's cool. Thank you, Larry. And the Mercs say, oh, each hero may draw a card. That's awesome. Maybe snakes can't wear shoes. You know what? That's a very salient point. That's very good. All right. I think it's a good time for a Violent Escalation. Deal the target 1 projectile damage. That target deals him no damage, and he hits a Strangular for 3. Power. He hits a Strangular for 1 fire damage. Draw a card. A Strangular is toast. Mara will skip her draw phase this round. Glimpse of things to come. Ah, it's Spurs. Draw a card. I can play a card. Misdirection. Let's pick a Strangular. She can't hit him, but Adora, let's say, can deal him 2-3 melee damage. And then Calpac of Mysteries. Johnny Rocket will play Fast Footwork off of that. Draw 2 cards. He can play a card. He's going to play Still Life off of that. That'll be fun. Mara skips her draw phase, destroy the Calpac. End of that turn, Johnny Rocket draws 2 cards, and he can play 2 cards. Oh, you know what? We just have to do Flurry of Blows. 1, 2, 3, 4 momentums down, and Johnny Rocket pummels the villain into submission. That was pretty neat. It took him so long to flip that the heroes were well and truly prepared for him. Let's take a look at the rest of the environment deck. Oh, no, actually we did see everything. Well, there you go. That's Scrapnik Island. It's a pretty fun little environment. Not overly punishing or rewarding to heroes. It has a nice central mechanic, and it's fairly easy to deal with. That's what I like to see in an environment deck. You can find Scrapnik Island on Copper's Custom Decks. You can find a Strangular on Bastion Comics. You can find Chase Scene Stuntman and the Astonishing Johnny Rockets on Walker's Workbench. And you can find Warrior Dora on Sentinels of Etheria. As always, thank you for watching. Thanks everybody who came to chat. It was fun having you here. Tabletop Simulator Resistance Cold and DLC. Copper's Custom Decks, Bastion Comics, Walker's Workbench, and Sentinels of Etheria. And all this great games products. Please support the official release and flip.